The Utah State School Board has voted this week to change the rules for seclusion, which is when a student is held in a room by themselves for up to 30 minutes when they're in danger or to themselves or to others. It's an issue that KSL investigator Courtney Johns has been following for months, and she joins us now with an update on these changes.
Yeah, thank you, Deanie. Now, the changes are fairly minor, but the board insists that this is really all about clarity. And when you're looking at clarity, they say the reason for that is critical.
She doesn't like to talk about it. She shuts down very quickly.
It took a while, but Alicia Haddon eventually got her 9-year-old daughter Gracelyn to tell her what it was like when she was put in a seclusionary timeout, something her school called the booth.
I don't understand how it's okay at school.
Seclusion is legal in Utah if the student presents an immediate danger. A KSL investigation last fall found during the 2020-2021 school year, Utah schools reported secluding students roughly 1,300 times. This is what the school services coordinator for the board told us last fall.
It should only be used as a last resort.
Let's go ahead and vote on this.
But the State Board of Education has amended the rules, hoping to provide more clarity.
Did the board believe that many LEAs did not understand how seclusion worked?
That would be a great question for the board for them to answer. I don't know. I am not able to speak to their feelings or their recommendations on that.
A board representative told KSL Investigates they couldn't comment on overall compliance, but confirmed there has been confusion on things like the definition of immediate danger, which originally included the word aggression.
And the example they give, his chin was jutting out with aggression. Well, under that definition, I think a lot of students may fall under that particular definition.
The final definition, imminent risk of physical violence towards self or others or other physical behaviors which are likely to cause imminent risk of substantial or serious bodily injury. Schools are still required to inform parents of seclusion before the student leaves school for the day, but they are now required to inform parents within 48 hours that they can request more documentation on that seclusion. But the most obvious change is that seclusion rules are now under a section associated with prohibition of corporal punishment. Prior to this, it was under section regarding discipline, something Lewis says seclusion should never be used for because it's against state rule. And it just doesn't work.
Seclusionary timeout will never change the behavior of a child.
We reached out to all of Utah's districts earlier this year to see which ones did in fact have seclusion rooms, and you can see a breakdown of their responses by going to our website, ksltv.com. And I think it's important noting that some of these rules that they're saying there was confusion on the districts had been out for several years. So it's interesting that they are now just starting to look at those, and they have amended those rules to create that clarity.
All right, well, you put a lot of work into this. Thanks, Courtney.